Order online and track your order.
It's a final. To summarize Thursday's game, Lamar Jackson is good, and the Ravens are better than the Jets.
You know, and it's funny in this game because you thought, okay, on paper, you're right. The Ravens are better. But once in a while, the Jets come up with something that's pretty good.
Not this time.
Not this time, no. Lamar Jackson is really good. And coming into this contest, the big storyline, he needed 23 yards to break Michael Vick's 2006 record of most rush yards by a QB in NFL history. Before the game, here's Vick.
Lamar, records are made to be broken, little bruh. And tonight, you have a chance to do something special. If my record's going to get taken down, I'd rather it happen by you. You're exciting to watch, and you're changing the game of football. Best of luck tonight.
So lots of love from Vick. Ravens' first drive, no score, just over 2 minutes into the first. Jackson keeping the ball in the option, runs left. Can he do it on this one? He gets some good yards, 20 to be exact, so he's 3 away from breaking the record after Jackson's 2-yard run. Now 1 yard away, and it's right there, done. 5-yard gain, Jackson making history on this run. What an incredible season this guy has had. Doing so many special things, still got 2 games to go. Here is Vick once again.
I just want to say congratulations on making history, one of many milestones that you will surpass in your career. Best of luck in everything that you do. You deserve it. Keep up the hard work, and I'll always be rooting for you.
A lot of people rooting for this guy right now. 3:45 left in the first. Ravens on the Jets' 5-yard line. And it's Lamar hitting Miles Boykin for the touchdown. 29 touchdown pass of the season. Ravens leading 13-0. They missed the extra point. Second quarter, up 13-7. Mark Andrews getting in the action. Jackson with 30 touchdown passes in the season. The second Ravens QB with 30 TD passes in team history. Vinny Testaverde, the other one, back in 96, is 21-7 after a 2-point conversion. Ravens now leading 21-7. Jackson dropping back, firing to Hollywood Brown. Little toe tap there for the touchdown. Third touchdown pass of the game. Brook 28-7. This one getting out of hand. Next Ravens drive. Jackson dropping a dime. How about that pass right there to Seth Roberts in the end zone for the touchdown? That's beautiful right there. You just got to appreciate. Ravens up 35-7. Lamar 4 TD passes. He is hyped as he should be. So over 10 minutes remaining in the fourth. Now Ravens 1st and 10. Jackson rolling out, hitting his hype man. Mark Ingram diving into the end zone for the touchdown. Ravens, this thing was done. Baltimore continuing to roll. Now 12-2 on the year. Lamar Jackson finishing 15-23, 212 pass yards, 86 rushing yards, breaks the record. Pretty special night for him. Here he is with Sal Pal.
You broke Michael Vick's record tonight. I know you've been a big fan of his your whole life.
Right.
What did it feel like?
Well, when I was playing, it didn't feel like anything. Mark, like he said earlier, he was just like, congratulations. But I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm trying to win the game. We was having a good game, but we wasn't at the same time. We hold ourselves to a higher pedestal. But, it feels wonderful, coming from my favorite player, breaking his record. It's amazing right now. It still hasn't hit me, but I'm enjoying it.
You set all kinds of records tonight. How would you, Lamar Jackson, defend Lamar Jackson at this point?
Now, I can't tell you how to defend myself. Regardless of what people may do, I'm going to play ball at the end of the day. I love the game so much, and I want to win.
And what does this team feel like right now?
We've got a lot of energy, we feel good, but, we got to keep it going. The story's unwritten, like Mark always says. We're going to just keep going.
Congratulations. Stay healthy.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, they feel like winners right now. They've won 10 straight games as the Ravens add another chapter to their rich history. A 6th division title and second in as many years, but as far as the postseason goes, that might not be a good thing. In 5 previous trips to the playoffs as division champs, the Ravens are just 5-4. They won Super Bowl 47, but they've been one and done 3 times, including last season. They've gone to the wild card 6 different times. Going 10-5, they won Super Bowl 35 and have never failed to win at least one game. So maybe, well, you take that for what it's worth. Let's go to Kenny now.
Damien on board here. All those people who thought Lamar Jackson should play defensive tackle, they got to be feeling pretty stupid at this point. Now, I don't know how old you are, but back in the day, there was the Sports Illustrated cover, Randall Cunningham, Ultimate Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
We found a new one, and he can do it both ways. Start with the run.
Yeah, well, listen, anytime, the guy playing the quarterback position is the best athlete on the field, that gives yourself a distinct advantage. And you saw that many times tonight from Lamar Jackson where, the Jets are trying to rush him, and he was just too fast for any defender to try to cover. I mean, look here. I mean, he's just pulling away from guys, outrunning angles, and obviously he's doing a smart thing of getting out of bounds before he gets hit. And again, you look at Lamar Jackson here, little rollout, and then the different arm angles he's able to throw with. And those are things that you really can't teach at the quarterback position. And again, he gets on the outside, he's able to outrun people. These are things that it's so hard to defend. And a lot of these guys, when they play Lamar Jackson, it's hard to simulate his speed in practice.
Yeah, who the heck is running scout team?
Yeah, no one can simulate Lamar Jackson in practice. And then when you get out there, you're like, holy smokes, this dude is fast.
And he avoids the hits. People were worried about that, but he's either fast enough to be the first one out or fast enough to be the first one to slide. So we know he can run, and we knew he could throw, but his run, is kind of cliche, does set up his own passing.
Absolutely, because you're getting a heavy dose of that running game that they have, and then all of a sudden he's able to utilize the different tight ends that they have, wide receivers on the outside, and people don't understand how accurate Lamar Jackson is. I mean, this was a tremendous pass to Hollywood Brown for the touchdown right here, and obviously a great job by Hollywood Brown of dragging his toe and having 2 feet in for the touchdown. Again, finding the matchup, right here against the Jets safety for another pinpoint touchdown by Lamar Jackson. So everyone talks about Lamar Jackson's legs, and rightfully so. He's the best athlete on the field. But don't underestimate what this guy can do from within the pocket. He's just as deadly.
I like all the improvisation arm angles as well. All right, he was asked the question by our own Sal Powell. How do you answer the question? Would you put a spy on him? That was the olden day method.
Spy's not going to work because
there's no athlete good enough. There's no
athlete good enough to really cover Lamar Jackson.
Then what?
I always said you just got to hit him. You got to find ways to hit him. They have an unorthodox rushing attack, and anytime you have an opportunity to get a shot on Lamar Jackson, if you can, you gotta take the shot on him, and hopefully you can wear him down that way. But it's awfully hard because the way he runs the ball, he doesn't set himself up to really take big shots.
When Lamar speaks, you'll hear from him. You're done hearing him. SportsCenter continues.
Lamar Jackson in the Corona limelight. No other choice. He has been hitting the record books hard this season, but tonight was his most impressive one thus far, breaking Michael Vick's single-season rushing record by a quarterback with 2 games to go. Needed just 23 yards coming into the game, broke it on his 3rd run.
Limelight is brought to you by...
There is no Shuck, it's Shaq.
That's right.
But I put Shaq and Chuck. Anyways, whatever. SportsCenter Bill and Kenny with you. We'll get to the Thursday nighter in a few moments, but first, a very important public service announcement.
Yeah, my daughter lost her wallet today in Boston. Contrarily, the Celtics had lost nothing in Boston so far this season. Celtics 10-0 this season. Anna 0 for licensed debit card, gift cards, cash. Let's go, Heinz Convention Center people. Let's find that thing. Here we go. 76ers trying to put a stop to this run. Joel Embiid, 18.6 points per game in December, his lowest month since November of 2016.
I do think they're right. I think I need to, be more aggressive. I need to go back to having fun and just dominate. But I get what they're saying, and I think they're right, and I got to make a change.
Yeah, he was referring to criticism from Shaq and Chuck Barkley. Tobias Harris misses. Embiid. Oh, he's tall. Ooh, aggressive, 16 at the half. Boston Star had a nice half as well. Kemba Walker working around that. Light a 3, awkward shot, and 1. Fired up after this. Later, Daniel Theis to Kemba, and he's pushed into him. He had 21 in the first half, 7 of 13 shooting from the floor, 4 of 8 from 3. Celtics up 3 at the break. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Sixers are up 3. James Ennis. All the ladies in the house yell clank. Embiid the rebound and drops it. Nice little play inside. It's a 5-point game. Sixers possession here. Embiid put one in the air. Yeah, doing things inside and out. Under a minute to go. Celtics are down 4. Celtics are down 4, I say. Jason Tatum, Enes Kanter, all alone bucket. Celtics cut it to 2. Tatum open for 3, and the Celtics are down just 1. Embiid hit a couple free throws, not pictured. Celtics down 3. Tatum inbounding. People on the floor, no call. Gonna look again at that. Josh Richardson, all up in his life. Legler thought there might have been a foul.
Oh, I don't know about that,
Yeah. Time running out for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward. Thief down low. Embiid. Tice tries to shoot it. Strike the last word. The huge block. Embiid goes for 38 and 13, and the 76ers are the first team to take down the Boston Celtics in Boston this season. So 38 and 13, 6 assists for Joel Embiid. He's one of 4 players in the league this season with multiple 35, 10, and 5 games. For those keeping track of that genre. Pretty good company, the folks on this board. Legler, break it down at your lab.
Well, one night after facing some criticism and some scrutiny over his inability to be consistently dominant, Joel Embiid goes into Boston for a huge Eastern Conference game, and I wanted to see if he was going to set the tone and if he would answer the call, and he certainly did. And I thought the Sixers did a great job of utilizing him deep in the post and not having him settle. The first thing with Joel Embiid, you always want to watch. Where's he catching the basketball? Right here, edge of the lane. That's exactly where you want it. There are times when he will just drift out, and if he does that, now you play into the hands of quicker defenders out here on the perimeter. But instead, in this case, he establishes position, makes the catch, and the first thing he's going to do is look up. And he sees there could be double team or traffic coming from everywhere. But if you go quickly, you can negate that. And watch what he does as he swings his foot around. He's going to get Tice's momentum shifting in this direction. And then that enables him to step through and beat him to the baseline. But he doesn't force it. He gets down here, surrounded by 3 different defenders. He doesn't force a layup that probably would get tipped. Instead, watch the balance. The strength takes the big stride. And now, with both feet under him, he can just extend up for the easy finish around the rim. That's great patience. That's great strength, great power in the post. And then in the fourth quarter, I thought they did a nice job again of establishing him at an important time in the game when the Celtics trying to make a run here. Take a look as the ball goes in. Again, the vision to the weak side, wondering where is that double team coming from? He knows it's one of these 3 places. Is it going to be Gordon Hayward from the weak side? Are you going to come down from the top? Or is it going to be off the passer as he makes the cut? You've got to be able to read this very well if you're Joel Embiid, and he does a nice job of it. Take a look as the defender circles back. Ennis goes right to the rim just like he's supposed to, and because of Embiid's skill and vision to be able to see over the top at 7-1, it's an easy bucket. That leads to confusion on the part of the Boston Celtics, who didn't really know how to deal with them. And give Joel Embiid a lot of credit. He took criticism, and he showed up with a 38, 13, and 6 game on the road for a signature win for the Sixers.
All right, thank you, Legs. Luka Doncic taking his talent south of the border. Can he extend his hot streak in Mexico City? The Mavs, Pistons, that is coming up. Plus, the Jets and the Ravens winding down in Baltimore. Live post game as soon as it goes final. Ahead on SportsCenter.